This wealthy man needed to spend $1 billion in a month, but even for him, it was no easy task. He called a meeting, and suddenly an eccentric guy burst into the room. He climbed onto a strange contraption, opened the lid, and laid down inside. Then he started doing swimming motions and called it a land swimming machine, pitching for investment. Everyone thought he was out of his mind, but the rich man decided to invest anyway. The guy was thrilled and started dancing on the table. Seeing such a bizarre project get funded, even a security guard shared his own dream. His village was in the Sahara Desert, where a cup of water cost $50. He wanted to cut an iceberg from the North Pole and drag it to the Sahara. Everyone thought the idea was insane, but the rich man invested in that too. After that, people started pitching their wildest ideas left and right. Everyone was singing, dancing, and celebrating. The rich man kept buying losing stocks because he was trying to lose money. But this billionaire wasn't actually crazy. His grandfather had set a condition. He had to spend $1 billion in 1 month. He couldn't break the law, destroy property, or give gifts. If he succeeded, he'd inherit $30 billion. So he started spending money like crazy. He dropped $40 million just to have lunch with Warren Buffett and ask him, "How should I waste money?" Buffett got so mad he stormed out. But what the rich man never expected was that all the projects he invested in would become incredibly profitable. The next day, he excitedly went to check on his recent losses, only to be told by his staff that after news broke about his lunch with Warren Buffett, investors had piled into their stocks. Now their stocks were skyrocketing. This time they'd made $100 million. All the money he tried so hard to blow kept coming right back to him. He was so frustrated he passed out. Finally, he came up with a brilliant idea. He launched an obesity insurance program for people. For just $1, you could insure your fat. For every gram of weight you lost, you'd get $1 in compensation. The entire city started losing weight. Gyms were packed overnight. There were no cars on the streets. Everyone was running. People took the stairs instead of elevators. His money started disappearing fast. People called him the obesity philanthropist, but he insisted it wasn't charity. It was just a losing business. Everyone thought he was joking, but just when he was nearly broke, kidnappers abducted his girlfriend. They demanded $1 billion ransom. The man had already lost his inheritance rights. He sat in his room alone, humming sadly to himself. Actually, the kidnappers were his grandfather's final test. He had to choose between saving his girlfriend and keeping his inheritance to prove he truly deserved the fortune. The kidnappers and the girlfriend kept waiting. When the time ran out and the man didn't show up, they prepared to leave in disappointment. But they found him waiting on the staircase. He had passed his grandfather's final test. In the end, he received the full $30 billion inheritance. So friends, if you had to spend $1 billion in a month, how would you do it?